Hello everyone. We are about to start our webinar.
Excuse me, miss, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Your voice is very slow. Can you speak a little bit louder?
Okay, is that good for you? Is it good for you?
Yeah, now it's better.
Now it's better? Okay. Meanwhile, in between, if the voice, turns out low, you have to join us again. Okay? Okay. Please let me know if all of you have a problem while I'm speaking.
Actually, ma'am, your sound is surrounding too much, and it's like coming like so far.
Okay, let me try one more time. Please let me know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, that's great.
I can hear you, Dr. Mahin.
That's great. Okay. All right, we are live on YouTube as well. Meanwhile, if you have any problem, you may join YouTube as well. Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Well noted.
all right. So, thank you for confirmation. And now we should start with our first session. And coming up with this workshop, the idea behind was many of us write proposals either for grant funding towards a donor or any organization who's providing us funds, which is closely in line to our vision, but we are unable to get um, what we are looking for. So, what are the main ideas that the investors or the donors look while they are reading? They are not just certain techniques, but also some of the clarification that we need to invest in you, in your idea, in your project. So this workshop is mainly designed for that. So before I start my session, if some of you can explain me the reason behind joining, or where do you work, and what's your idea behind writing proposal, so that I can give more relevant example while we are solving this workshop. Any of you would like to start introducing and share your point of view? Yes, hello?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, everyone. I hope my voice finds each and every one of you in good health. So about the introduction, what we are working toward, actually, the organization that I have and I started, we are working toward leadership development. And that's why I want to know how to write a proposal for attracting the funds and other things, because some of the organizations are new, so they really want to know about how to write a proposal, how to write a fundraising AC maybe. So we are here to collect some key points about how to write a proposal for our project. So our project is leadership development for Afghan women. Undergraduate women actually who's graduated from school but couldn't enter the universities because of the situation. And this is our mission, to enhance their skills and to provide them with different opportunities. That's why I'm so glad to be here.
Thank you, Hannah, for your explanation. Thank you, Vita. Okay. Do we have anybody else?
All
Hi,
Hi, Diana.
my name is Dana. I'm from Kenya, and I work as a volunteers and partnership coordinator for an organization that just started. So, as a woman in leadership, as a leader generally, and as someone working in the partnership docket, I believe this will be very essential, and also not because I'm just working in the organization, but for my future endeavors as an entrepreneur, as a student, as a leader. I believe these skills will come in handy, and that's why I applied.
Thank you. Thank you, Diana. Thank you. Yes, Ruha.
Hello everyone and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rafa Siddiqui from Pakistan, and I'm a founder of a youth-led organization. That's why I joined this workshop, so I can write effective proposals. Right now, we are working on SDGs awareness and integration of SDGs with local businesses and local projects. Right now, working on local grounds or even local businesses that are working in the streets or in markets. So how they can obtain SDGs and how they can obtain those goals that are defined by SDGs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's really great. That's really great. So most of you are from NPOs or NGOs. There are no entrepreneurs yet, right? Or is there any entrepreneurs joining us as well? Yes, Sandhya.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. So we are a for-profit company that supports startups in terms of flexi spaces, as well as some virtual assistant in terms of back office support. I'm here literally to learn as much as I can in order to support the organization and also to grow it as well, because we are based both in South Africa as well as in Zambia. Aside from the training and facilitation that we offer, it's definitely a good skill to have in order to enable SMEs. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandhya. Sandy, thank you for sharing. Mr. Kasamu, would you like to add something? No. Yes, Monier.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I really appreciate this opportunity. I'm an entrepreneur as well as a program director for a women program, which capacitates women in the line of personal development, especially soft skills via online platforms, WhatsApp platforms. So for my for-profit organization, it's a private limited registered company. So the project that I'm doing requires some equipment, some working spaces, construction of shelters. So this is why I'm here, so that when I seek funding to accelerate production in my private limited company, then I will be able to attract the donors' interest and in the end acquire funding. And for the not-for-profit organization, Ypreneur, I'm seeking funding. I did a pilot project last year. Unfortunately, I realized that there are a lot of financial requirements which were quite taxing for me. And this year, I've not managed to hold the second cohort because of financial challenges. So I'm looking forward to seek funding after this class. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Monier, for your explanation. It will help us a lot to explain the way it should be explained to you. That's great. Thank you very much, Monier.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes, Mary?
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Mary Immaculate, a geoscientist and an entrepreneur. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, Mary, just please carry
Yes,
on.
we can.
There's a lot of noise in the background. Please
Yes,
calm down.
you're requested to please stay muted, everyone. Just raise your hand. I will unmute you. Thank you, Miss Mary. Please continue.
I am Dr. Mary Immaculate Nefru, a geoscientist and an entrepreneur. I am very passionate about getting more girls, especially into STEM. So I run an organization that we do STEM education. We train, especially during the holidays. We always have a summer smart STEM academy where we train youth and pupils on smart skills or digital skills. So I am very excited to be here because it will help me orientate me on how to get to look for funds, and I could do more for the future generation. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Mary. Mr. Kamran. Mr. Kamran.
Yes. Hello,
Yes.
how are you, everyone? Yeah, my name is Kamran from Pakistan. Basically, I'm working for entrepreneur and youth empowerment training purpose. Also registered with SAMEDA, Government of Pakistan's national levels training organization, and working for different NGOs write the proposal. I'm also writing the proposal and also make winning proposals to different NGOs for especially for education and youth. So this is all about my. And I also made 200 schools and 60 small businesses through my different ideas because I'm a teacher of design thinking. This is a basic startup topic. So this is all about myself, and this is a very good platform, and hopefully we can gain knowledge and better information from you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kamran. And we appreciate
Hello,
your effort.
I'm Wachenda Tamika Moyo from Malawi, School Health and Nutrition Coordinator, but I'm Public Health Officer. I've been working on this post for almost 4 years, and the aim of holding this position is to help the health of school children. But I've been writing proposal to different organizations to sponsor me for these activities, but it has been not being successful. So I think to have this opportunity to be one of the people being trained in proposal writing, so maybe if my knowledge can be improved, maybe I can have the chance of other NGOs uh, assisting me in securing the funds for these programs. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Yes, Mawaka.
Hi everyone. So my name is Mwaka and I'm from Zambia. I'm a fashion designer and I'm into mostly I can say upcycled fashion. That's where my niche is. So the brand is centered around communicating sustainability through fashion, how we can preserve the environment. So it's around the 5 R's of sustainability. And I applied for this so I can get to know how to write proposals and how best to package banner style in the proposal and pitch decks and all that. As well as I'm also a secretary for an organization, an NGO that is uh, focused on spreading awareness on environmental awareness as well and advocating for the environment. So I'd love to know how I can also channel that into the organization Dress and Friends, which is the NGO, as well as into my fashion brand.
Lovely. Lovely. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Dr. Agnes?
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Agnes Edric from Cameroon. I am the co-founder of an institution, which is a university, a private university in Cameroon. The knowledge from this workshop will enable me to leverage on fostering education in Cameroon, be able to equally assist students whose projects need sponsor, whereby I will be able to give back this knowledge which I've gotten from this workshop and will expand my education in Cameroon. Thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to an exciting workshop. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Agnes. All right, we have Tuanga, if I'm not pronouncing it wrong.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me clearly?
Good afternoon.
Okay. So I belong to a non-governmental organization based in Zambia. My name is Kaonga Zulu. So our project is mainly centered on ending addiction in Zambia. We have a long-term goal of building rehab centers at some point, but our main focus right now is to offer skills for people who are either coming out of rehab or are ready to have a different direction in their life. Then also, as a person, I am affiliated to a school that wants to extend and build more infrastructure in the place. So being a part of this meeting is going to help me learn how to write proposals and then the funds that I need to further the cause of the few organizations that I work with. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing this. Mr. Kasongo, would you like to add something? Your mic is open, please.
Yes.
Yes, please. Carry on.
Hello. This Mr. Kasongo from Zambia. Kasongo Kambali from Zambia. I run the organization for orphans and the widows, the vulnerable and the aged. I want to help me for organization, the construction for the center for organization. Please, I need the help from you. I'm the director of organization from Zambia Copper Belt in Bongwe. I need help me for foundation, please. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for joining. All right.
Hello.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kasongo. All right. Ms. Shakiba?
Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well.
Hello.
Yes, thank you. All right. Ms. Shakiba, yes, please carry on.
Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I'm Shakiba Nasri from Kabul, Afghanistan. I'm so happy to participate this workshop. In Afghanistan, girls are not allowed to study, and with this workshop, I can continue my studies online. Thanks from mom. And I'm during to studying UI UX design and web development. I want to improve my proposal skills writing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Aisha?
Yes, madam, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. So hello everyone, I hope you're keeping well and sound. So I'm actually an entrepreneur, and I have recently completed training which was about content creation. And then after the completion of that, the organization just asked us to just write some business plans for the thing that we have learned. And then after the completion of writing business plan, they asked us to write some proposals to submit that to the donors. And then after that, they will give you funds. So that is the only justification that I have participated this in a workshop to learn how to write business plan and when that plan for myself.
Thank you for joining. All right. We have Miss Sabra. Miss Sabra.
Hello, everyone. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hello everyone. I wish everyone be fine. I'm Sabra Begzat from Kabul, Afghanistan, and also I'm master trainer at AYG NGO. And also for I have handcrafts store. So because of that, I want to learn about business development, and I participate to this workshop. Thank you.
Thank you, Sabra. Thank you for sharing. Mr. Brian?
Thank you. I represent an organization that is youth-led and has existed for 8 years now. We also have a social enterprise that we've been running for 4 years and are exploring including women as a target beneficiary in our social enterprise or entrepreneurial activities, because we've only been youth-focused for the last 4 years. But we're planning a pilot for this year where we do a poultry business. So we want to include women on the marketing and sales side, where we can give them some birds on credit and then help them to eventually start up their own poultry businesses going forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing. All right, Ms. Javeria?
Hello everyone. Thanks for giving me opportunity. So my name is Javeria Nazim and I'm the founder of Subspeciality, and I'm working on this project to make green entrepreneurs to make urban gardeners and urban cleaners. And this is my project that I'm seeking funding for. So basically, I'm working on climate change and sustainability. So that's the project.
Thank you. Thank you, Javeria, for joining. Thank you. All right, we have Narwan.
Hello everyone, hope you are doing well, and it's my pleasure to connect with you via this platform. I'm Narwan Alawi from Afghanistan, and I'm working as a program manager at an organization that name is DKT. Our organization work on woman health and capacity building of midwives. So that's why it's so important for me to write a best proposal, and and I think it's a good opportunity for me. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you for joining us. All right, so I have a very good understanding with you all, and the best thing about it that you guys are in this field, and you are genuinely looking forward to step forward with your projects, with your vision. All right, so I'm not going to take, a complete theoretical view of how to write proposal. Believe me, from undergrad till now where you are, we have been reading how to write proposal, how to submit the projects. We know exactly what each chapter asks us to write, but what the technical terms, especially the clarity that investor wants from you, we are going to look and learn in this workshop. Some of it, it's quite basics, you know that. But I really want you to please grab your notebook and pencil or pen right now. And under each heading, I want you to write down one sentence so that when we are solving this proposal together, where you're stuck, I'm here to guide you how to, uh, make sure you're not doing any kind of mistakes. Okay, are we good here, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you for your response. All right, so we are moving towards step one. Okay, either you're an entrepreneur or someone who are working for or leading non-profit organization or NGO. Understand one thing: if you want to seek for capital or helping hand, you need to justify your vision, not by words, but by showing what you have done before. How consistent you are with your words. That is your action. That's step number one. All right, so my request would be whatever you're doing, whatever your engagement is, keep your social media presence alive. Every week, every 3 days, you must post something in related to your vision or what are you doing towards that vision. You must see how you're working. This is rule number one. So out of months, if you jump into that we are doing this and we are going to do that, we won't trust you, because your digital presence is your verification, is your validation. Okay, that's my first advice to you. So if you're not active on LinkedIn, my piece of advice would be, please keep your business relation professional growth towards LinkedIn very seriously, because we do search who is reaching us and what profile we are dealing with. All right, are we good here? Rule one is clear?
Yes.
That's good. That's good. I like this. All right. So we are moving towards chapter one. Some of you are working towards SDGs. Some of you are working towards capacity building. Some of you are working towards generating more investors or business opportunities for your idea. That's great. Anywho, either way, you have to follow these steps. I have put example of a very common projects that we do all around the world. It has to do with youth empowerment, which is in relation to capacity building. So I would follow this example, but if you have questions related to your vision, you will raise your hand immediately and I will explain you your point. Okay? So we are moving towards chapter one. It has to do with executive summary, all right? Whenever we have proposal, either by email or on hand, we have prints. Yes, Ruhab?
Ma'am, can you please repeat what is the case we are working on?
Oh, okay. Right now, I put one example, that is youth empowerment program for this workshop. Okay, so it is related to capacity building, but if you have any other idea when you're solving alongside with my explanation, if you have any problem, just raise your hand. I will explain you your point. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
That's great. That's great. So please keep your idea in mind, and I want you to please write on a piece of paper what is your idea. It's step number one. Okay? For this workshop, I have kept example of youth empowerment program. I'm working towards capacity building in this workshop, and I'm solving this grant or fund proposal with the example of youth empowerment program. Whatever your program is, please write it down. Give it a heading. If you're done, I would like to move with chapter number one. Okay, now we are moving towards executive summary, which is very important for us. Why? Because we need to understand a summarized key point from you. What do you want from us? Okay, so it should not compromise other than these four steps. Number one, your title. Number two, brief description about your organization, that your organization's is your vision. Okay, so do not say who you are, what you do. Please focus on your vision more while you're describing your organization. Then currently, what is your mission? What are you working? What are you working right now related to your vision? It's important for us. And then you will talk about the project. What project are you coming in with, and what it would do in a higher goal for different segments or different target market that you're dealing with. Okay? Same for the entrepreneurs. You need to explain what your organization is all about, what area of gap or what area of expertise that you work for, either in the form of product or service. And right now, currently, what product or services are on ground to serve the market. And if you're looking for expansion of any of your product or services, all right, you need to mention that in the project expansion area, that you need fund for investment. Okay, so these are the areas that you have to explain when it's come to introduction. Then funding request. Okay, so when we know exactly your vision, that's your organization. Currently what you're working on, mission, and expansion, or the project that you're coming up with, where you need funding from us. All right, we would like to see the request you're making for the fund, all right, under which area you need those funding. So in funding request, you have to mention each and every area that, for example, for capacity building program, you want to have funding for people who are dealing or who will handle this project, or maybe some of the expense for coverage for the materials, or more for the learning materials you need. You will list down those things just in the form of heading. You need to mention each and everything clearly. And then project duration. We need to know when you are starting your project and when it's going to end. Precise date. It could be 1 year, 6 months, 2 weeks, 3 days. Depends. Okay, so right now, any problem right now in these 4 headings that I've just explained for executive summary?
Everything is clear.
Thank you, Bita. Yes, Ruhal.
Ma'am, I want to know about, can you just differentiate between the vision and the mission part? And thirdly, you mentioned just like we have to mention what are the key elements of the project. Can you explain it more?
Okay. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me just step it down a bit for you. Can you all see elaboration of each step over here? Okay, so
Yes,
I'm
we
going
can
to
see.
explain each and every heading according to that. Okay. I'm going to keep example of my NPO, WomenAscension. Okay. If I'm seeking fund for WomenAscension, I'm going to write in the proposal that this organization vision is simply capacity building and financial sustainability of every individual's life. We are not working for certain border. We are borderless community and we are serving globally where we can. All right, that's our vision. What? Capacity organization where we need your help. Okay, so that would be 2 areas that I'm looking for your help. And understand one thing, for funding, if you're saying that you're expending, you have to mention where you're expending. Here I've mentioned mentors, right collaborations. Right collaborations because WomenAscension doesn't deal with financial terms. My organization doesn't work with financial terms. We work towards services. So if I'm writing fund, I'm going to say, we need your help to collaborate with you so that we can use your capital in order to complete our task, our mission. And your help can help us to complete our project on time. And I will mention my time over there. Same goes to your capacity building program. You will explain your vision, then you're going to explain your mission, what you're doing right now. And next, what do you want? Do you need funding in the way of collaboration, or you need funding in the way of money and other form of resources? You have to mention that what you really need. When you jot down those things, and then we will move towards further explanation towards the step. Are we good here, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes?
yes.
Yes. So you understand one thing, as an organization, you will not change your policies, okay? But as an organization, you will demand exactly what you need according to your policies that you have designed for yourself, okay? So in your proposal, you cannot compromise what you have decided, how your organization will run. Yes, Abdul Ahmed, yes, please.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Just to talk about the question that Rahab raised, I think the difference between the mission and the vision would be every organization, they are working in key thematic areas. The mission is the thematic areas that you are working on. It could be health, education, economic empowerment, or any other field. That's the mission. The vision is where you want to go. your vision is by doing these activities, what do you want to achieve? I think this will be a simple difference between the
Yes,
mission
yes.
and vision.
Abdul Ahmed, actually, the vision is how you want to see your organization to serve as a journal statement, what you want to be. That's your tagline, okay? But reaching that tagline, you have to divide 2 to 5 years to stepwise reaching that dream, that goal of yours. Okay? If I say I'm working towards capacity building where everybody should be financially sustainable, moving towards quality of life. Okay, how am I going to do first 2 years? I have to define my first 2 years. What my mission for first 2 years? Okay? The way I progress in first 2 years, when I'm moving toward third year, I'm going to redefine my mission again according to my action to reach my vision. Okay, so you have to divide your years according to your vision. Vision is the head category. Mission is the steps where you're going to lead toward your end goal. Okay, and vision is your end goal. Mission is your steps. Are we clear here?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, Abdullah.
Thank you. Be good, be good. That's great. Okay. So it has to do with project title. I hope you all have written project title. Please do thumbs up if you have. I just need one line, everyone. Else you will forget. Introduction. Yes, Ruha.
Do we have to introduce here our one line or in text?
Just a second, please. No, you don't have to write. I will take in the end of the session in the WhatsApp group. I will take it in the end. Please write it down, everyone. Are we good here with all the steps? Should we move towards the next chapter, please?
Yeah.
So see, I've tried to write down as concisely as possible in the example. You see, the project title is Youth Empowerment Program. In introduction, I have written 2 statements. Our NGO Youth for Change aims to empower at-risk youth through education and skill building workshop. Okay, so my introduction defines that currently our mission is to work toward SDG 4 and SDG 8. Okay. Then funding request. We are requesting $50,000 to fund the Youth Empowerment Program for 1 year. That's a statement what we need. Project duration. The project will run from 1st January 2025 to December 31st, 2025 for the total duration of 12 months. Okay, so these are the basics lines from where you will start your proposal. Start writing your paragraph. And then when you start line with clarification that what you need, and then you have to give explanation and then reasoning with your past program. Okay, but in this chapter you just need to write number 1, what do you need, and then explanation why you need it, just in one paragraph, not a story. Okay, so if this move more than 1 or 2 pages, it's not going to do good. So keep your first part as concise as possible. Okay, are we good here, everybody?
Then can you repeat the part of page? We don't have to make page more than 1 in introduction part.
Do not just exceed more than 1.5 page for executive summary, because it's a summary. Okay, just concisely write the key points, important areas, what you're seeking for. That's it. Okay, not more than 1.5 page.
I have one question more.
Yes.
Do we have to include pictures or something like this in the project proposal?
No, Mickey. No. not in executive summary. I will tell you where you have to add, okay? Are we good with chapter number 1, where we are just highlighting what we need so that when we read what we are looking for and what you're looking for, we know exactly what we are looking for. Just a direction, okay? Are we good here?
Yes, we are good. We can proceed.
I love it when you guys talk back to me. That's great. Thank you. All right, now we're moving towards chapter number 2 that has to do with your introduction, organization's introduction. Okay, so mission and vision. All right. So when you are defining organization, please don't say why you started. Just start with what you're aiming for goals. Define goal first and then explain that made you start this organization. Just end with the same old style of writing that we are this, we are that. No, just say we are looking for this, we are working towards this, and that made us start this organization. Okay, and then currently as a mission, what you are looking for, what you are working for, or what you have done so far aiming to reach your goal. Okay, please stop with explaining more. Just say exactly the right words what we're looking for. So the pitch should not be more than 2 paragraphs, please. 1 paragraph is enough. Okay, to the point, key point, what you're doing, action oriented words. Number 2, history and achievements. Now here you have to refer. For example, your organization started at 2021. What you have done in 2021, you have to describe. And then 2022, 2023, 2024. Okay, and what you're aiming for, that will make sense to us. Okay, so every successful program, every minor program that you have done under capacity building, youth empowerment, or project management, coming up with your product, your services, how well it was doing with time, you need to define it. Okay, and one more thing, when we are looking for, as an investor or as a donor, when we're looking for your history, we are looking for long-term programs, all right, and how impactful it is. So if your program is for 2 days, but if there is no continuity or there is no check and balance how the previous people have done so far, or have you collaborated or not with them, it will affect your performance. Okay, it's very easy to bring in people, have 100 people in one room, take picture and say, oh, it's a success. For a donor, it's not a success. For a donor, success is something else, your networking. Those 100 people, how many of them are in touch with you? Okay, out of 100, did 5 people collaborated with you in hand to work on certain areas? Okay, these are the things that we are looking for. And this is the mistake what we do when we come up for funding, come up for asking for investors. We don't show our past continuity. Yes, Mr. Kasango first, and then Mr. Rohab. Yes, Mr. Kasango? Rohab, beta, please carry on.
Are you talking about the social action projects or the community action projects after workshops?
I'm talking about what we call monitor and evaluation. All right, the part of continuity. For example, beta, for example, you finished one program, any capacity building program related to Amazon, related any other language program. Okay, so that program could be for 1 week. That program could be for 8 weeks. Depends. Okay, and after finishing that program, what is the success rate? How many of them pursued with that skill? Or how many of them seeked help later to connect them with the right people so that they can continue with that program? They want to see the response and they want to see the output, like what was the success? And the success is your networking, your collaboration with it. For example, let me tell you one thing. At Entrepreneurs Ecole, any business that join us in, okay, for example, we have training program in 22 countries at Entrepreneurs Ecole. What we do, we try to refine the product or services and we bring it to the global market. We try to be the bridge where they can expand their product and services reach. Not just training, but getting them reach as well. Okay, that's our success rate because we see the continuation of our education. Number two, NPO or NGO you can say, but mine is NPO for Women Ascension. Whenever we come up any language program, any capacity building program, any mentors who joins us, all right, when we see the candidates of Women Ascension or the volunteers of Women Ascension, after some time joining with us, they stand and come up with their own organization. They expand their learning in their community. That's a success rate for us because we want to see the ripple effect, which we are teaching our candidates as a future leaders. And we can see it's happening. Maybe it's only 60% out of 100, but we see it's happening, all right? For you, what is the success? For donor, this output we need to see rather than what you have done. We don't need pictures, we need further elaboration of your end result from then to now in words, okay? Are we good here? Ruha?
Yes, man, perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, we are good.
Yes, please understand this is the most sensitive part which you missed to input. Most sensitive part, okay? And one of the reason your proposal is not taken seriously because we get 1,000 proposals on the desk with such approach. We just picture we have done this, but we don't see the continuity. We need to see the continuity so that we can build trust with you. When there's a trust, we will collaborate. Okay, we are good here. That's good. So mission statement and vision statement is quite clear over here. Okay. Now history and achievement I've explained. We just don't need a picture, but we need explanation as well of now, then to now, the success rate. And program and services highlights this as well. All right. For example, before starting this grant or funding proposal, we extended hand with everybody. Like those who want to join us, please join us as a supporting partner. And we have many respectable supported partners for this program. And they know that Entrepreneurs Ecole, Women Ascension, when we collaborate, whatever we are working on, we indulge them according to their vision and mission. So you have to build that trust with time. This is what we need in this performance program and services. Under each program and services, you have to connect your progress till now. Okay? Please do not mention shorter programs. Try to mention longer programs more. Okay? Are we good here? Are we good here?
Yes, we are good. We are good. Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Thank you. Your problem statement, this is so much important for us. Okay, you need to exactly tell us why your project is necessary by actually telling us where you're precisely going to work. So for that we need to understand which age group, which gender, what race, or which city, number of people you're going to reach. Okay, so if you're doing a project which is precisely for some area, but if you are an online organization who deals with multicultural, you will just define the year and also how many people per month you are going to train. You have to mention that. So there is a difference between on ground and online reach. Online reach can be general, but on ground should be specific, okay? Because you're not going to fly everywhere, you're going to work to the certain area. So in that, you need to share for the need for the project, you need to say that which gap you're looking for to fill. Identify the problem. You will describe it and you will give reason for it. You can take facts, data, and also real scenario, what you can observe and how you would like to change that aspect by this problem statement and by this program. Explain the impact. You need to share that if you are going to educate or train 100 individuals with this program, how it's going to ripple or change the effect in that surrounding. You need to define that change. For example, you put students in school, you pay the fees. When they're going to school, how is going to impact that community? Maybe you are empowering women by giving them skills, providing them work at home. So when you are bringing in that training to them and bringing work for them at home, how is going to change that society, that chapter? You need to define that in word, and you need to mention it, how it's going to expect in a longer run. And also you need to add that, okay, by mentioning your previous project, which closely in line to this project. You have to mention that, how you're going to monitor that in the end to make sure the sustainability of that idea stays and also the success rate is measured. Okay, so identify, you need to mention which area, where and how, impact, how it's going to change a number of people, 100 or 1,000, number of people you're training, how it's going to affect. Okay, but when we talk about as an entrepreneur for the product or services, you need to mention that if you change that product design, or maybe you expand that product reach, how it's going to affect the quality in the market and also how it's going to bring change in the community as well. Because you are a B2B person, B2C person as a businessman, if your project does not support the society, if that doesn't have the effect of giving back, if it doesn't show that you are managing waste and it's environmental sustain, 3 areas: giving back to society, waste management, environmental sustainability, your project will never get any fund as an entrepreneur. Okay, because now the multinational company, the big organization are very much focusing towards these 3 areas because they are pressurized with the higher policymakers. So either you're entrepreneurs or NPOs, NGOs, please make sure the element of giving back is very much there. Okay? Are we good here with the target population as well?
Ma'am, what are the 3 areas that everyone focusing on?
Okay, as an entrepreneur, I'm talking to entrepreneurs. Giving back to society, CSR, social causes, how it's giving back to community, your project. Number 2, products, sorry, or services. Number 2, waste management. How much waste is making, how you are effectively working on that waste. Number 3, lastly, is environmental sustainability. If the waste is not manageable, how are you going to manage the environment? These 3 areas are very important. Very, very important.
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Are we good here, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's great. Okay. Then evidence of need. Gather data, conduct research, include testimonials. Okay. Look, not everybody has time to actually, especially for smaller companies, because they have very limited budget, to fulfill each and every step. You can find data with your countries. Every country has their prime data source. All right, like in Pakistan, it's Meta. United Nations and United Nations subcategories is open for everybody. We have different well-known organization working toward data collection, and the data is openly available, which is our, for humanitarian courses, for the entrepreneurs, you just name it. Every data is available. But what we need from you is that try to make a habit. Whenever you come up with program or finish the program, please seek a genuine person who have done very good job in your workshop, or your genuine employee, or your loyal customer, or your business partner. Take testimonial from them so that they see that you guys are genuinely in connect. And for the easiest way out is that if you have LinkedIn account or LinkedIn page, all right, tag those people who are affiliated from you so that it doesn't seem fake. Because when you tag anybody, if the person is not affiliated from you, that person will untag themselves from you. Okay? Or either, anywho, when you reach them, they will justify they are not affiliated. Okay? So LinkedIn is one of the key which validates your stance as a business person or as a service provider or as an organization who's serving community or serving idea. So you must have testimonials on ground. So before writing funding, when you're coming up with expansion of your idea, please do this homework, small homeworks. Gather data, gather testimonials, find relevant people, find trustable people on ground who are standing with you as a mentor, as a business person, advisor. Try to build your team accordingly where their reach is valid. That eventually makes your presence valid in the market. So you don't need to put an extra effort to evidence of need, because everybody standing or who is wherever you're going to send your details, the person will just go to Google, go to LinkedIn, and find every detail about you, your existence. Okay, so whatever testimonials, stories, your stories, their stories, you're going to put expert opinions, it's going to matter. They're going to check on it. As simple as that. So please do not just copy paste all the pictures and flyers that you have made and all the stars, testimonials or 3 lines you have on website. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that much, because we want to see what is the connection. So I would advise you genuinely, because your presence and your connection on LinkedIn to LinkedIn really matters. Connect people so that when they reach you for affirmation, at least there's someone genuinely talking about you. Okay? Are we good here with evidence of need?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, apart from just writing, please make sure your social presence is validating what you're writing as well. Because we don't trust until we practically see, as a donor or as an investor. Yes, Jajaria.
Ma'am, where do we need to attach the LinkedIn link, our page link?
Okay. Okay, let's do one thing. I'm going to share 2 pages of LinkedIn to you. I hope you are at Entrepreneurs Ecole and WomenAscension. If you can observe our posts, right? Our social media team always tag the individual. All right? Those who are with us in the organization, they are already tagged with us. They are linked with us. Their profile also talk about our organization, and our organization also validate by posting. So this should be there. Yes, Ruhabite.
Ma'am, if we are working first time on that project, or if we have a project in the ideation phase, so how do we gather the data or conduct the research? Like we don't have any success story or any testimonial right now.
Okay, let's very simple step. Find right individual, collaborate with them, okay, and just do 6 months of workup. 6 months, okay. Even you have nothing, just make a page right now, collaborate. All right, and after collaboration, just do a couple of programs once in a month, twice in a month. Show consistency towards your idea. that will show your ground. And whoever in line with you in that program, the people who you trust, reach them out and please ask for testimonial. Best individuals. They will write for you and you post that and tag them. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. And there are many organizations with us. I can see literally 58 organizations right now in front of me. And we have more than 118 different individuals joining us from different organizations. So just let's start from here. That's it. It's very simple. And you can see many of you guys are working in same idea. Just collaborate together, come up with sessions, fruitful sessions with continuity, and it will give a big impact to your organization's profile. Okay, Ruha?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Great. Okay, we are good. And also, you can just set up a team of 2 and 3 volunteers who are genuinely good with social media. Whatever you have done in the past, okay, try to recall those events and keep posting it, so that we can see your past work as well. Yes, Ruhab?
Like, ma'am, I have an idea like for a leadership camp, one day leadership camp on a destination. So how do I gather data for it? Like, I need some ideation or examples for this.
Okay, let's do one thing. You want to do smaller number of people, right? In certain one area, or you want to do a bigger scale?
We will do 2 to 3 camps on a destination. Like it's like a Olympiad, or it's like hiking, different types of leadership activities to engage different faiths, different genders, to make inclusive peace between them. So
Okay. So you
for
are
this,
aiming academia?
no, it's like a training, a practical training.
But whom you're reaching? The
Yeah,
universities,
students.
college,
Yes, students.
academia, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
this is so simple. So you will just name those institutes in that region that you have. Where are you right now? Which city?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. So you have how many universities there?
We have 5 universities.
Okay, you will mention that. You will mention how many students are currently enrolled in there. Okay, and also this much alumni, you can find that on the website easily on each and every. Or you may just call their alumni department or registration department, they will give you the data. Just write down that. Simple.
No, ma'am, let me clear my idea. Like, it's the idea is like, I will organize a one-day destination camp on a place where they have to do some leadership activities, some leaderships. It's gonna be like, like if you see Markhor camp, or they are uh, youth impactors. So if I have to do this type of activity, so how do I gather data for it? Like, I'm executing first time.
Beta, first, the 5 you are aiming for university, right? Undergrads or postgrads?
Undergrads.
Undergrads. You will go to university, all right? If the data is not there on the website of the university, you will go to university registration department. You will ask, we are conducting research. We need number of undergrad students currently enrolled with you. They will say, okay, we have 6,000 students currently enrolled with us. You will just note that number, that give it to you. You will conduct in those 5 universities, and then you will come up with proposal. This program will impact 30,000 individuals. All right. So you're aiming for 13,000 training programs for certain individuals. Then you're going to define each day for each camp. But you will say, as is 3 days camp, right? 1, 2, 3, 3-day camps, 1 day
Yeah,
each.
ma'am.
So
1
you're
day
going
each
to
you
take
can.
5 days or 3 days?
3 days.
3 days. So you will say, we are currently working, we have 5 university in Hyderabad city, but currently we're targeting 3. All right, and we have lump sum of 15,000 students currently enrolled with undergrad. In this program, we are aiming to train at least 3,000 individuals, okay, as a boot camp for leadership
Okay.
program. Okay, this is how you're
Okay.
going to manage. Okay,
Got it.
this is how you're going to do. Yes, Mr. Kamran.
Ma'am, actually, my fellow wants a boot camp. So he needs a youth, I thought. This is a topic he's discussing with you. Am I right?
Yes.
So I give you data more than 15,000 youth I have. So don't worry about it. This
Rohab,
will
you
be
got
we are doing such activity.
that's great. Rohab, you got the collaboration, okay?
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So don't worry about it. I understand do there. Then he announced the topic what he's learning in this boot camp. 2, 3 days, 5 days, whatever that is.
That's
Oh,
great.
we will
This
visit.
is I thought okay, he is discussing with you.
Yes. Yes. I'm discussing about this.
Perfect. All right. All right. And for the entrepreneurs, what you are going to do for gather data that you're going to use, where is your most consumers and your possible customers, and you're going to mention your targeted market population. You can easily find through your government website who deals with your consensus. You can find it out from there. And after that, you will do small research, all right, by yourself as well, by conducting survey. That certain product expansion or service expansion, are people willing to take it or not? You will show your previous work, previous response towards your product and service, and your future plans by looking at the current surveys. And then you have to include the testimonials, like I told you before, loyal customers, good business partners, and right individuals who are working with you in the organization, whom you trust. Like whenever they reach you, no matter they are with you or not, they will say good words. You have to reach them out. So you need to know, identify, and make a very good testimonial part for your organization. Okay, are we good here, everyone? Can we move towards next chapter?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm good, thank you. We can move on.
Thank you, Munier. All right, now we are moving towards project description. Give me just 1 second. I need to see what's going on in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody's are in line. Perfect. All right, this part is, it has to do with describing your complete project. Not your organization. You will not talk about your organization. You will just precisely work on the project idea or expansion of your product and service, why it is needed, and how you're going to do that. All right, so in objectives, you have to clearly mention what you really want to achieve in the end. Okay, objective has to do with why you're doing it, because you need to achieve this. You need to define your achievement, what you want to reach in the end. Then SMART objectives. Anybody can explain what is SMART? Anybody know SMART?
I think this sustainable, manageable.
Why we do SMART? It's like next to SWOT analysis. Anybody up to SWOT analysis? They know anybody? SWOT analysis?
Strengths, weakness, opportunity, threat.
Perfecto. Perfecto. Okay, so what about SMART? SMART objectives. It's here.
It's I think sustainable, measurable, achievable.
Yeah, the specific, measurable,
Specific.
achievable, relevant, time-bound.
Yes. So, as it says, concisely mention what you are actually achieving for. You need to state. Then your dream, goal, achievement should not be vague. It should be realistic. It should be doable. Okay, in the time frame you are mentioning. Simple. If it's vague, it's very dreamy, it's not doable. And if you're not understanding your culture dynamic, your society dynamic, external, internal influences around you, even your strength, weaknesses within your organization, please make sure before coming up with any objectives, you know where you're standing, you know what kind of community we have around, what is the mindset, and how we're going to genuinely achieve that target. It should be doable. It should be viable, not dreamy statement. Are we good here? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now we're moving towards timeline. Please know that I don't know about you guys, but in my life, whatever I have defined for me, I'm going to do in that day never happens. So always keep contingency plans. Plan A, plan B, plan C. Looking at plan A, B, and C, please come up with timeline. Okay? Do not come up with that story that I have an exam after 1 week and I'm assuming I'm going to cover whole syllabus in 5 days. It's not doable. Okay, same goes to your project. You know exactly with whom you're working with. You know your team. You know with whom you're going to work with, the people you're going to deal with. And then you have to keep your time duration in such a way that, understand one thing, whenever there's a long-term project or short-term project, motivations fluctuates. Problems are always there. So it takes time to keep that consistency. Know that time duration because you know your team very well. You know your past experiences very well. So keep it very much doable and reliable to you, else it will just give you stress. You will not reach your goal. You will finish the task, but you will not get the result that you're looking for. Okay, so if you're coming up, for example, Ruha Beta is coming up with 3 days bootcamp plan, I would advise him, please do not keep 1 day. Try to keep 2 days in mind. You never know. You never know if the students couldn't able to complete their task in 1 day, they would like to submit in the second day. So just keep the planning like this, okay, and then define it. It's good you conclude your program earlier. It's great. If not, you have quite a time period to overcome the delay. It's not affecting your reputation at all. Are we good here?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Partnerships.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You have to show your partners. You have to show your collaborators. Please choose them wisely. Everybody wants to work in the beginning, but understand, see if they can end task with you. Okay? Collaborate as much as you want, all right? But if your collaborators doesn't have the right reputation in the market, it will affect your reputation as well. So be very wise, be very careful when you're joining any organization or collaborating with. They must not have any controversies behind them. It will affect your reputation as well. Okay? So collaborate as much as you want, but be careful. Okay? We good here?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank
So
you.
till now, any
Yes, ma'am.
questions?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
we
Thank you.
have almost done, and you guys are extremely fast at learning. It's confusing me. So any questions, please ask me. Yes, Javeria.
So my question is, the project I'm working on is self-society, and we're just making green entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm. Good.
We're like we're targeting school children, like secondary students.
Are you working in school or you have a partners in school?
So basically, it's my project, and like I'm just working on, and I'm just gonna provide them about the about urban gardening. How do we do them to the kids so that they can grow the vegetables?
Oh, it's very nice.
And fruits at their home, regardless of like we can buy them.
Okay. Okay.
I think, ma'am, Javeri have network issue, or am I only facing this?
No, I'm
Clear?
guessing the words. I'm guessing the words. So Javeria, you want to train the kidpreneurs to be how to do farming, how to cultivate the food, and then they can sell it in the market, right? Am I right, Javeria?
Yes, ma'am. So basically, the thing is that my target audience is about school students, so that they can. I just give them training how to do urban gardening at their homes, so that they can learn and grow the food there, and then I will buy from them, and I'm gonna create a platform, e-commerce platform, so that they can sell it on there. So that's the thing I'm working on.
Okay, make one more added project in that, include their parents in it.
Okay.
Okay, includes their parents, because uh, my child is doing the same thing, close to that. He's a kidpreneur himself, but if I would never let him start if I'm not involved with it. So you have to bring in their parents and somehow involve them, so that they make sure their kids are doing that. Else your effort will be vague. I'm talking about South Asian society. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking
Ma'am,
about South Asian.
the bottleneck that I think is like I can also target youth, but they don't have such interest in the urban gardening. Why do they do that, na? But like why also like kids gonna do that? I just need to make the interest in them, na, about urban gardening. So that's the main thing, and I just need like about like how I'm gonna like start this social enterprise, the main thing, because there my target market is like children and e-commerce platform, and like vegetables takes time to grow, and if they're not growing like in like I'm not growing them, I'm just giving them training so that they can grow and then sell on the e-commerce platform. So that's the thing that I'm like worried about, how like I'm gonna cater it.
Javeria, where do you reside?
Karachi.
Karachi. Javeria, bete, trust me, don't go to school. Go to the community who are seeking for money. For money, small kids can do anything, and the parents will make them work. In school in Karachi, they have so much homework load. I don't think so. It's going to work on a lot. They will learn from you, but for long-term involvement, it won't be successful. I think we should meet up. Okay?
Okay.
I will
Okay,
explain
ma'am.
more. Okay? Yes,
Okay, ma'am.
Miss Heather.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this opportunity to speak. I'm a founder of a non-governmental organization in Zimbabwe that basically helps underprivileged students, tertiary students. So we are a newly founded organization. You mentioned something about our social media must basically say what we are doing, and how do we then, as a newly founded organization, manage to get sponsorship from donors or anyone else if we are just new? And what's your advice on that one? Because it's really hard, because most of the times when you need something, they always tell you to show them what you've done before, and it's really hard as a newly founded organization. What do you advise on that?
My advice would be, like I've told before, collaborate. All right, come up with mini programs. Maybe you have done some activity before related to your vision. Post that as a recall and come up with quotations, but collaborate with some programs. Come up with collaborative programs, awareness programs. It's very helpful to build your profile. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Most welcome. Munir?
Okay, thank you so much. Maybe just to add on to what you have said, Dr. Naeem, I'm so interested to respond to the question of the previous speaker, who is from Zimbabwe. I started with a zero budget. I had nothing last year, and I just hit the ground running. I did a pilot project. It was successful. You were one of the mentors, and I just want to inspire the either that you can do it. You need to start from a point where you are with low hanging fruits, low hanging solutions, that which you have. I collaborated. I invited mentors within my circle, trainers, coaches, facilitators, and the program was successful. So now I have something to refer to that I did this, and I'm also a proud collaboration partner of Entrepreneurs Ecole. So it is possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Munia. Thank you. Thank you very much. And please know that when you have to expand your project, try to know your banks in your areas more, in your country. Okay, and where those banks actually work for CSR. You need to know that. Okay, so I think for tomorrow, the only homework I can give you is that please list down the banks that you have in your city, in your country, and each bank what CSR activity they give funding for. Okay, this is the only thing you have to look for, and then I'll tell you further what to do. There was someone raising hand, and they have removed the hand.
Ma'am, how we can find this information?
Through internet. Just find list of banks available in Pakistan, Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa. We have from every area. Just list of banks for each region you are at, each country you are at. Just find and then look for the CSR section. In CSR section, they mention past projects, current projects that they are affiliated with. Affiliate means they are funding for. So there, I can tell you exactly how to reach them. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Mr. Mumbi?
All right. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I just want to hear the significance of having your organization registered, because I'm the founder of one of the organizations here in Zambia, and one of the challenges I've actually faced is whenever I want to source for funds, the first question they ask is, are you registered? And sometimes, when you're just a startup organization, you may not necessarily have all it takes to register. So what would you advise concerning that in terms of registration? Thank you.
The only basic step you can start as a micro or small enterprise is to please register your entity with your name. Simple. You have your national ID number, right? Everybody has their national ID number. You can register your idea on your name. And it's very, very basic. It's very simple. So once you are successful in first 2 years in managing your organization, then registered your company as a corporate, as a partnership, entity, then you step higher. But first, the basic thing is please register it at your name by your national ID number. In Pakistan, we call it NTN. Everybody knows that in Pakistan?
Yes, ma'am.
Just do that. It's like 1,000 or 1,500 rupees. It's very cheap. Same goes with the African Union. You can save that company name with your name. You need to have a legal document to know where it belongs to, who is responsible for this organization. Even I don't collaborate like this if I don't trust. Understand me? You need to have a basic way to find your right to existence. That is your national ID number. Save it and register in your name so that nobody else can take it. Nobody violates it. Okay? It's good for you as well. Are we good here, everyone?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, Ruha.
Ma'am, if we are a youth-led organization and we don't have enough funding, or we are doing projects by our own, so how do we define ourselves in NTN? Like they will ask for the taxes or for the source of you can say funding or income.
You will be zero taxpayer. You will be zero taxpayer because you are a micro enterprise, which is like NPO or NGO. and you guys just work on services.
So don't we face any difficulty for registering ourselves in Society Act after this?
No. I never faced.
I'm trying to register my organization in Society Act, and I'm facing too much difficulties in this. Like they have a huge procedure, and there are so many.
But look, the beauty of registering your organization in your national ground is always very difficult. But the beauty of registering your organization across the border is always much more easier. Understand that. So for that, I always tell my candidates, please register in the most basic level. Don't go for fancy stuff right now, because in the beginning you have to survive. Okay, once you grow, you will have your networking, right connection, and you can easily then register your organization. It takes a couple of months, but do not put yourself in your trouble right now for you. Tavina, what do you mean by that? Anyone running a project in Malawi? I have few volunteers at WomenAscension. They are definitely running projects in Malawi. Okay. Ruha, did you get my answer? Do not jump. Do not jump higher.
Can we discuss about this thing after the session?
Please do.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please do. There are a lot of things I cannot say right now here as an advisor.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to keep it under the table.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So we are moving towards the last part. That's a good part. That it has to do with your goals and objectives. Again, when you're defining your goal and objectives, my request would be, please, I have seen so many proposals with such a vague goal. You have to exactly say that in 1 month I will sell 10 piece of something. In 1 month, because our capacity is like this, our market acceptance is like this, that we sell 1,000 units per month, we want to expand it towards like 1,500 units per month. But for that, it will take 6 months or maybe 1 year to reach that goal, because we have to do marketing strategies, sales strategies, XYZ. There are a lot of things behind it as an entrepreneur. Same goes for you for NPO and NGOs. If you have currently reaching like 50 candidates per month, they say that we want to reach that 80 candidates per month, but it would take us like 3 months, 6 months, 1 year to reach that target. Because of this hurdles, we would consume more time. Every society have their own challenges. List down those challenges. Make sure when you're defining your SMART objectives, it is defining the time as well. Measurable time, please, that in 3 months you will achieve this, in the next 3 months you will achieve that. So it makes sense to us. Know your surroundings and then you write it down. If you want your proposal to be accepted, we don't need fascination, we don't need vagueness, we need honest truth. When you say a thing will cost me $10 per piece, we will check the vendors. Does it cost $10 per piece? Understand that. If you have signed the proposal and given to us like 6 months before, and now we are checking it, if that was $9 before and now it costs $15, we understand that. We know that the price have changed and we will negotiate on that. But please, at that time, if it's $9, you have mentioned $20, we will say, okay, you are just there to get the money, but you don't want to work. Dishonesty should not be there. Everything should be very transparent. Are we good here?
Ma'am, can you repeat it, please?
Which one?
This part of $9 and $20, I just didn't get it.
Okay, for example, I need to buy a laptop. Okay, it will cost me, I want to buy second-hand laptop because first-hand laptops are expensive. I want to go for second-hand laptops, and it cost me, you can say that, $100. Just an example, okay, at that time. It was costing $90, but I'm stating $100, $120, some amount higher. But after 3 months, when I open the proposal, okay, the price is around $150 per second-hand laptop, then I will mention in that report that the price have been fluctuated. Maybe they need to increase the price or decrease the number of people they want to reach. You know what I mean? As a manager, I will decide like this. I will write it down. So when we will reach you, we know exactly you did not overstated the price. Okay, now the price is higher. We will just stop. If we don't have enough budget, we will say, please reduce the amount of candidates you want to reach. Reduce the number of, in fact. But if we have the capacity, we will negotiate on price. But at that time, if you have written $150, and I know at that time the laptop was around $90, I will have problem with you. I will have problem with your report. Dishonesty should not be there. Okay? Yep.
Okay, do we have to inform the donor about this price fluctuation or decreasing the number of beneficiaries?
At that time, you have to negotiate. It depends at the organization where you're dealing with. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's the negotiation we will learn later.
Okay.
Okay. So are we good here, everyone? All the basics. All the basics. Are we good here? Right? I have tried to make a very concise statement to make you understand what the headings is all about, subheadings are all about, and then I have given you examples as well from where you can start your sentences. You can take help as well. And if you are good with writing, that's great. If you're not good with writing, tell me honestly and I will give you tricks how you can write for yourself as an expert. Okay? So please, during this time period, do not shy away. Right now, I will move towards WhatsApp group because we are done with the session. Trust me, we're done with the sessions. We have discussed everything, every minor thing. Now your work is only first look at your banks at your country and which CSR activity they are funding. You need to know that. I'm giving you a very easy direction. Number two, you will go through the session 1 PDF, you will put your idea in this paper, and you will write points, not a paragraph, points. Okay? And if you say that I find difficulty in writing, I will tell you exactly the tricks how to make you write as an expert. Okay? Are we good here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I would like to
Yes, we're good.
Yeah, I would like to go stop live stream so that we can informally talk over here. Are we good here? Should I stop live stream? No question.